English language learners, or ELLs, go through many difficult transitions in their experience of moving from one culture to another. The student may feel prepared before the move or before they enroll in a U.S. school, but once they arrive, they might experience more frustrations than they had ever expected, which can also be referred to as culture shock. There are 4 stages of culture shock. The first stage, also known as the euphoric or honeymoon stage, is when the ELL feels as if everything about their new environment is wonderful. The second stage, which is the culture shock stage, is the one in which a person will experience the most difficulty with the transition. Teachers and school counselors should recognize the signs and symptoms of this stage due to the ELL struggling the greatest at this point in time in their transition. During this culture shock stage, the ELL begins to become more aware of their new environment, and they may feel as if they don't understand their surroundings, which can lead to frustration. The frustration can stem from the lack of the ability for the ELL students to effectively communicate verbally by speaking the English language, or non-verbally of understanding social cues of the American culture. Irritability, tiredness, disinterest, depression, anxiety, aggression, and complaints of headaches or stomach aches are common symptoms of this stage. Some ELL students might even reject some aspects of their native culture. During the third stage, also known as the integration stage, the students begin to learn how to integrate their old customs and belief systems into their new culture's customs and beliefs. However, some individuals might altogether reject their old belief system. Finally, the fourth stage, called the acceptance stage, is when the ELL learns to thrive in their new environment and accept both cultures as their own. However, there are again some instances in which some ELLs might fully embrace the new American culture and then completely reject their old culture and belief system. A list of symptoms that both teachers and school counselors must be looking for in these ELL students in order to ensure proper identification or referral to the appropriate help has been included. If these symptoms are observed, the students should then be referred to either the school counselor or to an outside counseling resource. If a student is not properly identified or does not seek out the appropriate help when they are experiencing extreme stress due to these transitions, their symptoms may develop into post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD. Some students may even enter the United States already with PTSD, depending on the circumstances of their arrival. For example, some towns or cities have programs for refugees of developing countries. When these families come from the refugee camps, the children are then enrolled in the American school system. Some of these children have no prior knowledge or experience with utilizing the English language, and many have very basic or no prior schooling. These students may also have come from situations in which they have watched loved ones die. We as school personnel must be aware of the specific and unique social, educational, and emotional needs of ELL students in order to ensure the best care for these students. And finally, a video about American students who have traveled to Germany for a semester abroad is also included. In this video, the students document their experiences of culture shock throughout their time and how they learn to overcome and cope in their new environment.